Hello and welcome to Film Fight. I'm your host Jefferson Bricker, and tonight 3 groups of the best young filmmakers on the Gonzaga University campus will present their original work. After each film, you'll get a chance to learn more about what went into each unique team's interpretation of a particular theme and creative inclusion of a certain prop and line of dialogue. Still a bit fuzzy on how it's all working? Here's Emily, Rory, and Trevor to give you a quick rundown.
All right, so for the film fight assignment, we were, okay.
Action.
So for our, do you want me to explain like what a film fight is?
Action.
So for our Broadcasting 303 class, our final project was a film fight.
For the film fight assignment, we were given a line of dialogue, a prop, and a theme.
The line was, what's the line?
Our line of dialogue was, "It's not usually this warm."
Our prop was kitty litter.
Our theme was the Good Shepherd, the Bible verse from the New Testament.
So each group was given GUTV alums, so like just a Gonzaga alumni, were helping us out with our project.
I'm like talking really fast right now.
Our group wait, am I supposed to say that?
All the mentors helped us out with our scripting process of the film fight.
So we only had 2 periods to shoot the entire video, so that was kind of a challenge getting everything done.
During the film fight, all of us were responsible for writing a script, for shooting all of our films.
We weren't really sure how to use kitty litter, so
The kitty litter was definitely a tough prop.
What else should I talk about?
The struggles.
like transportation is also kind of a struggle from place to place because we have like a lot of gear.
Blah blah blah.
Sometimes we had like a time crunch, so we had to go quickly from place to place.
But overall, it was a success, and so hope you guys like it, and good luck to the other competitors.
But it was actually really fun, and I hope you guys enjoy our films.
Can't wait for you guys to watch our film fight.
Thanks Rory, Trevor, and Emily for cluing us in on what we can look forward to tonight as we look at these 3 short films. Notice how each team incorporated the line, "It's not usually this warm," and the theme of the parable of the Good Shepherd, and of course, kitty litter. So without further ado, here's our first film, The 4 Pillars by Emily Young, Frances Boyle, Nicole Perman, and a handsome guy you might just recognize. I hope you're enjoying your tour thus far here at Gonzaga. Know what you're thinking. Yes, I did win the Cold War for you. I'm sure you enjoyed our beautiful campus, and you're really excited for basketball. But you're wondering, is Gonzaga the right fit for me? Well, sit back and let this old man tell you a story about my Gonzaga glory days. But before we start, you should know that Gonzaga is a Jesuit school built on 4 pillars: physical, spiritual, intellectual, and emotional. These babies have helped me through every struggle I've ever had in my life, both as a Zag and after. They even helped me win 2 Oscars as a producer. When you get here, you should ask your GUTV brothers and sisters about how awesome that is. Anyways, freshman year, that was a wild and crazy time. Being 18, on your own for the first time, my physique gained a pound or 2, more than I would have liked. Hell, you can still even see that today. But I made so many new friends and was not bad with the ladies either. If I was to pinpoint one moment from that year, it was Jenny in the Sketchavator. Oh, Jenny. On second thought, let's skip that story. It's not usually this warm. Moving on, let's talk about sophomore year. Not to scare you, but it's kind of a downer. All that fun of freshman year and the excitement of being at college, that's gone. And now, schoolwork really picks up. Now, when you're diagnosed with a sophomore slump, be ready to experience some loss of sleep, having more of an appetite. Sophomore 30, that's the real killer, not the freshman 15. Caffeine addiction, and in rare case, a loss of social life. But, my fine young friend, I can tell you the cure. Be alone. Take some time for just you. Discover who you are. That's what college is for. No, perk of the sophomore slump is you really do discover your study skills, and that came in handy for my junior year.
Hey man, hey, what's going on, bro? Man,
guys.
look at that. Oh, that's a good-looking two-shot, man.
I know it is, man. I know it is.
Damn, dude, forget this show, man. You should come out with us.
Yeah, come on.
Yo, everybody's gonna be there. Come on, man. We gotta go. Jenny's gonna be there.
I know everybody's gonna be there, man, but I just can't. I'm trying to be the next Robbie Harris.
Well, I'll be dipped in mud. You should have just told us that earlier.
All right, guys. I'll see you later.
We understand, man.
See you, man.
Everybody's been there.
The thing they won't tell you about your senior year is how emotional it is. It's happy and sad, exciting and hard, all rolled into one wonderful year of your life. I remember when me and my friends were leaving for the tournament in Vegas.
Yo, let's hurry up. We better get on the road or we're gonna be late. I don't know what else we could need.
Oh, did you bring that kitty litter?
Got the kitty litter.
Why the hell did you bring kitty litter? Jenny, are you bringing a cat or something?
No, it's in case we hit snow or ice.
In the desert?
It's better to be safe than sorry.
That's true. Let's get on the road, guys. We got 5 days of sun, and we gotta smite St. Mary's one more time.
Yeah.
That was the best trip of my life. It was also the last time all four of us were together. I haven't seen the guys in years, and Jenny, we went our separate ways after graduation. But looking back, there's not a thing I would change about my 4 years at Gonzaga. The 4 pillars that I told you about, they were my good shepherd here. And even to this day, they're my good shepherd. So all that's left is for you to decide if Gonzaga is right for you. If you'll let this place be your good shepherd too. So, what do you think? We now have the pleasure of Frances Boyle joining us to talk about the film. Frances, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, thanks.
So the first thing I have to talk to you about is probably my favorite part of the film, and that's the lead actor.
Right.
Tell me a little bit about what it was like working with such a great actor.
Oh, yes, he was a great actor. He did have to learn a lot of lines. He was in every scene, so he did put in a lot of great work, so we appreciated having him on the team.
That was true. I also noticed in the film the emergence of the freshman group known as 3J or J3.
Oh, yes. So it's Jackson, Jacob, and Julian. They've been in the broadcast program for a year now. They're all freshmen. But yeah, it was really fun to have them on set with us. They have so much energy, and they really added a lot. It was great to have them.
That's fantastic. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Don't go anywhere, because you're not going to want to miss what our next group has in store. I'm Jefferson Bricker, and you're watching Film Fight.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Rob Harris here. Congress plans to vote on a temporary spending bill to avert a government shutdown. The bill up for a vote today would keep the federal government open for at least another week. Meanwhile, the president is set to mark his 100th day in office tomorrow, and it will not come with a new health care bill. Once House Republicans realized they would not have the votes to get. Why do they hate the news?
Welcome back to Film Fight. I'm Jefferson Bricker, and tonight we're taking a look at 3 short films written, directed, shot, and edited by a talented group of filmmaking zags. You've just seen our first team's creation, The 4 Pillars, and how they are able to incorporate all aspects of the assignment into the making of a true masterpiece. And whoever that actor was needs an agent immediately. Let's see if any of the other actors in their next film are worthy of an Oscar like this guy here. Here's Bad Roommate, created by Chris Liu, Kaylee Lawler, Sydney Moffat, and Trevor Bond.
Can I help you carry anything in? Okay, so we have a couple of rules here. Make sure you don't have candles in your room. Pick up after yourself. Don't leave trash lying around. Make sure you pick up after yourself in the kitchen too. And make sure you adhere to quiet hours. And if you need anything, I'm always here for you. So the common area is down the hall, and this is your room, 511. And this is your roommate.
So, are you in any clubs?
No.
Are you excited for classes?
No.
The RA.
Are you always like this?
It's
gonna be a fantastic year.
It's not usually this warm.
For heavy translation, I'm at least that's what my neck say. Least that's what my check say. Lost my home for a decade. Break it down for like 12 years. Ain't hugging son since the second grade. He never told. Who we gon' tell? We top of the totem pole. It's the dream team. Meets the supreme team. And all our eyes green only means one thing.
Already, mom's spaghetti. He's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop.
Hey, you guys should come to game night tonight.
That sounds fun.
Game night? That sounds amazing!
Oh, well, if you want to come, it's tonight at 8 in the common room.
What? You got plans, Migo? Let's go.
See that girl right there?
Yeah, Mom, I don't know. I just feel like I'm having a really hard time making friends.
Yeah, why? You're gonna dump this on her head. No, you're not. Yes. No, I'm not. You are. What? You're gonna dump this on her head. I'm not dumping it on her head. You're dumping it on her head. Come on.
Dude, chill. It's a prank. Everyone does it in college. They'll get over it. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
Don't do that. Be a friend. Zach's help Zach's.
I'm done with this. Come on, man. Don't be lame. And I'm done with you. I'm gonna go do the right thing, and you should too, for once. Hey, do you want to go to game night at my dorm?
Yeah, sure.
What a fantastic film. We're now joined by Kaylee Lawler. Kaylee, how are you doing?
Good, thank you.
So I have to ask, as a hip-hop head, the first thing I noticed in your film was the use of hip-hop music. What was the rationale behind that?
Yeah, so in our film Fight, we didn't have a lot of time to show the backgrounds of characters and their personalities, and we thought, well, because the roommate was a bad roommate, we thought that the hip hop would help portray that aspect of the roommate and just kind of add that vibe into our story.
So where did the idea come from to use the RA as the Good Shepherd?
Yeah, so we were talking about, initially we started talking about like coming to college. That was like one of our first ideas when we were discussing short films, and we were thinking like who helps guide your way. We like threw some ideas around like professors and friends, but immediately like we came up with the idea of an RA who's like always there supporting you. They're always there for you throughout the year and want you to succeed. So that's where that came from.
Since all the films were done over 2 days, and I know that time was at a minimum, how did you actually schedule everything to get all the shots you were able to do? Because I saw a few different locations in the film.
So we planned out ahead of time actually around our actors' schedules. My roommate is the RA actually, and she took some of her theater friends for us, and some of them had class during film time and everything, so we just figured out like who we needed for which scene and who had class when, and made like a spreadsheet and figured out when to film everything.
So another true example of Zags helping Zags.
Yes.
So I know you had a group of 4 people, and 2 of our films had 4 people and 1 had 3. Did you find it difficult having all 4 people and the different personalities when it came time to actually make the film?
No, I think that having all the people brought a lot more creativity to the table, and our group was really good about just like listening and figuring out like what to go. We built off each other's ideas, and it was a really good time, and we were really productive, and it worked well.
Awesome. So I'm really interested just to kind of hear from your perspective where you took the theme of the Good Shepherd and how your group decided to handle that.
So for us, the Good Shepherd was a lot about leadership and like helping somebody not go astray and like go in the right path. So that's where we were taking that, was through the RA, like kind of shepherding the new freshmen at college, and the bad roommate was taking them down the wrong path. And for a while that's what was going on in our film, but after a certain amount of time the RA kind of came around and helped him figure out what to do, and then that gave him like the opportunity to do the same for the girl at the end of our film by inviting her to game night. So
now I know you wanted to give a quick shout out and a thank you to a special member of your group who was able to put the smoke special effect in, so I'm going to let you do that really quick.
Yes, Sydney did a great job. She put the smoke in, and she also watched a bunch of tutorials about how to do the like devil angel shoulder effect that we were kind of going for as well. So
awesome. Thank you for joining us tonight, Kaylee.
Thank you.
The fights are not over just yet. Coming up, we have our final teams film. Did Rory's group ever find a way to include that pesky kitty litter? Stay tuned to find out. I'm Jefferson Bricker, and this is Film Fight. Welcome back to Film Fight. We might be nearing the end of our show, but the best is yet to come. The anticipation is finally over. Created by Rory Lochran, Alex Hunter, and Olivia Roberts, here is Conecast. That's my bad.
Do you need help?
Yes, please. That would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. No! It's not usually this warm!
Hey man, you want ice cream?
No, man. That life's behind me now.
What?
We're joined by our final team captain of the night, Olivia Roberts. Olivia, one question for you. Do your ears hang low?
Yes. Oh, that's a good one, JD.
I had to ask it.
Knee slapper.
That song was playing throughout your film.
Yeah. That was horrible. We couldn't get it out of our head the entire time.
Now, I know just from editing, hearing that, the amount of times I had to hear it, I cannot imagine the amount of...
This is a formal apology to the entire 303 class for getting that stuck in your head.
Awesome. So I know you mentioned before we went on the air that you had kind of a diva problem with your lead actor.
Our lead actor, Rory, he just, he's just a diva. And that's okay because sometimes you have to be a diva. But no, he's the best. He was such a trooper. We were like, Rory, you're going to do it. Sorry. And he's like, okay. And just threw himself into it. He was awesome. He even wiped off ice cream with his bare hands. He was a trooper.
Now, I know I mentioned earlier with Kaylee the challenges that went with having a group of 4 people, but you had a group of 3.
Group of 3, yes.
Can you just expand on how difficult that was, having just 3 people to do the amount of work in 2 days that other groups had 4?
Yeah, Yeah, it was definitely a challenge. It was that 2-day period of having just the 3 of us on set. But it was really fun. It was kind of crazy. There was one point when we had like that one biking scene with Alex and Rory as they go down the path. I was the only one being able to shoot, so I was standing behind the camera with a boom mic thing, and I was trying to get it in their direction. It was just, that was probably our biggest challenge, was that scene, because obviously there's not enough hands for all of that. But it was really okay. It turned out well. We all worked together really well. We all had kind of set jobs that we knew we were strong in, and kind of just took over in that way. So I think it overall was a challenge, but not something that we couldn't overcome, I think.
Speaking of challenges, I know Rory was worried about the kitty litter.
He was worried. We all were worried about the kitty litter. Oh my goodness. We were all constantly thinking about it. I think I dreamt about what we were going to do with kitty litter every single night up until we finally figured out something to do with it. But I think the main thing was we wanted to figure out if we were going to use it literally as kitty litter, or as we kind of used it as dirt or something that isn't kitty litter. So I remember we thought about having him scoop kitty litter and drop his ice cream cone in the kitty litter. We knew it wanted to be dropped in kitty litter at some point, but it was just kind of figuring out how we were going to do that. And it kind of last minute was just, we're going to throw it in the dirt and it'll work.
I have to ask you the question that I'm sure all the viewers are wondering, because it's something I'm wondering as well.
Okay.
Why ice cream?
Why ice cream? Oh my goodness. Because ice cream is delicious. Why else? No. We kind of just, we kind of interpreted the theme in the way of having kind of this whole, like, society's big striving to always be holding something and always be connected with something, and kind of symbolizes a telephone. So you're always wanting to check social media, you're always wanting to do this, that, but you're not able to do certain things when you have those technologies in your hand. So we decided just to use an ice cream cone to kind of symbolize that. And it worked, but it was melty a lot of the time and really messy and sticky. And I somehow got the job of scooping the ice cream, so I'm very lucky.
So I know that this was the final project for 303, sadly, of course.
Sadly, yes.
But what did you actually learn from this project that you're going to apply going forward in your broadcast career?
That's a really good question. I think one of the main things that I took away from this is how important pre-planning is, and being able to know exactly what shots you want and how you want them framed, and how you're going to be able to accomplish that. So you know, it's all about the pre-planning process and giving yourself enough time to plan, and then once you're actually on set and actually filming and shooting and getting these shots that you planned before, it goes so much faster, so much smoother. I know the shots that we had planned out were way easier to do than the other ones. So I think going to next projects, I will take that into consideration greatly and put a much bigger emphasis on that pre-planning. And I know Professor Dan always talks about that, and he's really not just making stuff up. That is something that is very, very important.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us today, Olivia.
Thank you, JD. I appreciate it.
Be sure to tune in to WatchGUTV.com this Thursday, May 4th at 11 a.m. as the GUTV 203 class presents Why I Hate the TV News. I'm Jefferson Bricker, and thank you for joining us for Film Fight. Enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll see you next time.